Cheers, everybody! It's reverse rolls. You suck. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze, and it's cocktail hour. And Cody is going to come up with a... Actually, we're doing a classic, so we're not changing this at all.
We Googled 10 minutes ago.
We did not.
It was an hour ago.
Wait, no, it was like an hour and a half ago. Be honest. We are very transparent on this channel, so we're honest.
You're always saying that I come up with some genius thing, and I'm like, I Googled and then added right to it.
Yeah. So we're doing a classic. If you like our cocktails, which apparently you do, make sure you hit the like and subscribe and the notification bell. Please make sure you subscribe, though. It means a lot to us. We're really excited that our channel's growing. I'm really excited. We get new subscribers almost every day, and it makes us feel like we're, I don't know, doing something right.
It's not an addiction?
It's not an addiction. Even if I had 0 people, I'd still do this, but...
That would then make it you have a buying addiction. Yeah. If you have subscribers, it means that you don't have a buying addiction.
And I'm really glad that I just got back from whiskey country and came back with a truckload of whiskey and some smattering of other things, but literally, if you go ahead and click on... actually, I don't know if you can click on it anymore because I stopped doing the blog, but... I'll try to link our list in videos now. But we have a running list, and we're up to about 600 and so bottles. So our bar is fastly growing and getting quite impressive with stuff from all over. Not a lot of big names, but we do some big names, but a lot of small distilleries. We're very happy to support the small distilleries. So today, Cody is going to do the Waldorf. The classic Waldorf, which is famous for the Waldorf Hotel in, I believe, New York City or Washington, D.C. I can't remember which. I think it's New York City. And was reinvented kind of in the 1920s after they took down the Waldorf. There's a new one there. And then I think it's the Waldorf Astoria was the original one. And then it still has persisted through all of the ins and outs of cocktails and whiskeys throughout the age and still around. This one is kind of, I don't know, interesting because it reminds me very much of the Sazerac.
Kind of, but it's probably just because that's so far one of the few that we've done right.
Right. Now,
whatever that is, the green stuff.
Absinthe
coating.
To just be clear, when we are making the Waldorf, we actually don't have the proper glassware.
No.
The proper glassware is in a, I forgot the name of it now, like a barrel cocktail glass.
The name of it looks like someone misspelled cup.
Yeah.
And added some letters to make up for it.
So, and it's actually been on my...
It's called a coupe.
Yeah, it's the coupe glass. I've actually thought about getting some, but we have so many other glasswares, and we don't have a lot of room for glass in our current bar, which is the new bar. But we're already thinking about creating another bar.
You have an addiction.
This is our third bar. Yeah, so we're not going to create it in the classic coupe glasses, which is kind of like a martini. We're just going to do it in some rock glasses.
Probably could have done it with a martini glass, but
yeah,
we're not
Cody
really
suggested
martini
our
glass.
Margarita glasses, but I was like, nah,
That's
too much.
too big.
All right, tell us what we're doing, buddy.
So it says to coat or rinse a glass, a chilled glass, with absinthe.
Okay.
So we chilled it with the iron revenue.
So we chilled the glass with ice, and we're going to kind of coat. We don't have a sprayer or a spritzer for our absinthe, so I'm going to just...
You just put a squirt and then rinse it around, and you can just chug it.
Yeah. Cody doesn't like absinthe.
Not in large amounts.
Woo! Alright, so this is your glass. And you can keep the... Oh, okay. I'm going to say you could keep the absinthe in my glass, but... We could have gotten rid of it. There's hardly anything there.
Yeah. And so then it says 2 ounces rye whiskey. We're going to use what we
Normally use the
normally
bullet.
use as the bullet.
Cody's gone to buying 175 the bullet rye because he uses it
It's at 2 ounces, right?
2 ounces, but you want 4.
Yeah.
Hurry up, my absinthe is evaporating.
Flavor will still be there.
All right, 2 ounces of rye whiskey.
And then 3/4 ounce sweet vermouth.
So 3/4 ounce. He's going to do 1.5 ounces.
I think we should put out right now. We're not vermouth people, so
Yeah, but
possible spew warning later in the video.
no spew warning. We do have a slight adjustment to this because it does call for a garnish, and Cody's adamant about not being a garnish person. I'm willing to try, but we bought so many oranges and limes and lemons to do garnish that have
Go
just
to waste.
Go to waste. All right, so 3/4 ounce of sweet vermouth. We're using the Gallo sweet vermouth. It's sticky.
And then a couple 3 dashes of
You say it fine when you're not on the air.
Angostura.
Angostura.
I don't know.
You must.
I
have
was
tried
working
with
on
this.
it, but it was tight.
Now he did talk about doing. It calls for a lemon twist, so we might try some lemon bitters on the tail end after we try this.
Hope that was about 3 dashes.
Yeah.
I mean, I poured heavily, so.
Go ahead and stir and pour. It's got a nice whiskey color. I actually thought it'd be darker with the vermouth.
I guess that one is pretty dark.
I thought it would be a lot darker. Did you put 1.5 ounces of vermouth in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know if you can do this in a shaker. I mean, you can do anything you want, but
Yeah, it's probably just about how chilled you want it.
we like the mixing glass.
Yeah, it's fancy.
So you do a lemon.
A lemon twist.
Did you put the bitters in there? You did, right? It's got a little bit of orange aroma. Not really getting the vermouth or the absinthe.
Remember, it's sweet vermouth.
Yeah,
We
and the
haven't actually
rye
had
has
that one.
definitely been toned down.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty decent drink.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
That's pretty decent. I could order this in a bar.
Yeah, I would too. Especially if you go with a more pungent rye, might come through there.
It's got a bit of a kick from the vermouth. You can taste the vermouth.
Yeah, bitters and such, like bitterness. You put the wrong.
Oh, I did. I put more.
I was suggesting you could also add more bitters of.
Yeah, I'm going to
The
do a little bit of
Angostura.
lemon. And see how that tastes. Smells really good now.
Yeah.
It smelled really good before.
Well, lemon bitters is kind of a strong lemon flavor, so.
I don't know which one I like better. They're both equally good.
But they do definitely change.
Yeah, there's a definite difference.
So if you don't like lemon or lemon bitters, probably go no. You
So,
just do a zest or
Right.
twist, which is a different flavor.
right.
So.
What I was saying about when you order stuff in bars, every bar is different. I've had Sazeracs, classic Sazeracs, and every bar makes it differently.
That's because classics really don't exist.
Yeah, so
The name may, but the way it's made is always. There's just too
Right.
many recipes.
So you might have a different way of making the Waldorf. Maybe you're not using sweet vermouth, maybe you're using a dry vermouth or something.
Or a different brand of sweet vermouth, because it's
Yeah.
not like
Oh, and you don't have to use
everything's
rye
a
whiskey.
thing. Yeah.
You could use any whiskey. A smoked whiskey might be good. I don't know.
Well, and different ryes will change the flavor.
Yeah,
I think the only thing that's probably not going to change is the bitters.
hopefully
Because unless there's different Angostura
not. Yeah.
bitters.
I'm not sure what the. I guess I'd have to try this without the absinthe rinse because I don't really taste the absinthe. So I
Yeah,
don't know if there's
or
any
just-
difference.
Leave it in there.
Yeah.
It was we probably shouldn't have drank it and just left it in there as a squirt.
Right. All right, so tell us what your favorite Waldorf recipe is. Do you like the Waldorf? If you haven't had the Waldorf, give it a try. It's pretty good. Order it in the next bar you go to, or make it yourself if you have some sweet vermouth and Angostura rye. And you could do the absinthe or not. I think
probably should have left the absinthe in there because you can smell it now.
I think absinthe is a must in every bar. Even if you don't like licorice, I like absinthe.
Well, that changed the flavor.
Yeah, we don't even have the original recipe now that we have lemon bitters and...
True, but I mean, I could detect the difference for sure.
That smells really good too.
It did change the flavor.
I think that's the better one.
Yeah.
With low lemon bitters and heavier absinthe. So this is what we do. And what you should do in your bar is you just start with a basic recipe and then just start trying different things in it.
You might be surprised. Sometimes you'll mix stuff and it turns out pretty good. That's how we discovered rye makes everything better.
Yeah.
We put it in something, we're like, this is going to be gross. And it wasn't.
Yeah. I've come up to the bar. I mean, the bar's in my house, but I've come in and Cody's been here. And he's got 3 or 4 different concoctions that he's trying out making. So that's what you should do. That's why you should have just a smattering of bitters and different liqueurs, digestives, aperitifs, and then a basic lineup of
we should also
liquor.
Point out it's not like fart rainbows. I have made some very gross things that I've had to drink.
And
because I'm not going to waste it, and I made too much.
We also write everything down on a card. So we have mixes or changes, either a card or a piece of paper. So you always want to remember.
Yeah, I still remember that time I mixed Prosecco with something.
Yeah, Prosecco doesn't always go well with everything.
I thought I was not clear on which one Prosecco was. I thought it was a sweeter one, not a dry one. So I mixed it with dry, and it wasn't good. Don't do it.
All right, tell us what you
properly.
think. Tell us what cocktails you want us to do. We actually come up with cocktails either minutes or a couple days before. So we're not set in stone like we are with all of our other episodes. I have every episode Monday through Thursday planned out for the next 3 months because we have so much. But cocktails, not so much.
Definitely need ideas.
Yeah, give us some ideas. If you have the idea, we probably have the makings for it. If not, we're lacking 1 or 2 things. We'll go get it. So please leave in the comment what you want us to try next. Remember last week was the sidecar was really good. The week before is grog, and we've been pretty much addicted to that since.
Yeah, we like the grog.
So tell us what you think. Make sure you watch all of our other videos Monday through Thursday. Whiskeys, oddities, and coffee. And we hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Cheers. All right, come on. One love thing.
No.
No?